If you look at verse 7, it says per, P-U-R, that is the lot. The lot. The lot is dice. Okay? Y'all know dice, right? Come on, don't act like y'all don't know dice. So Haman is shaking the dice to determine when he's going to destroy them. They came up 6 and 6, 12th month. So the dice got rolled. It didn't come up with 2 zeros. It didn't come up with 1 and 1. It came up with 6 and 6 because it's 12 months. You see, even when Satan rolls the dice, God loads them. Because God is so sovereign and providential, he controls the dice. So there is a 12-month window between the time of the declaration and the time of the execution. Whenever God creates a gap, when evil is about to occur, the gap is good news in a bad situation. Remember, he told Nineveh through Jonah, in 40 days, Nineveh would be destroyed. Why not just destroy them? Because there's a window. There's a window between judgment declared and judgment implemented. Whenever God creates a window, you better praise it. Because there's a window between judgment declared and judgment implemented. Whenever God creates a window, you better praise it. Because a window is an opportunity. It's called a grace window. It's a window where God's mercy and grace is still being allowed before destruction is implemented. So,
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding sheep of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai in sincerity and truth with this great gospel flawless coming out of our Bible. And the Lord set up prophets on the earth. He set up good prophets and bad prophets. Because everybody is under the order of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai doing good or evil. And what you got these preachers, we call them these send-off doctors, right? They all call themselves doctors. I have a doctor in this. Man, you got a doctor in confusion and leading people off, right? Because all they doing is what? Falsifying what the gospel, right? They preaching that smooth shit because it's all about the congregation and that money. It's all about getting a big number. Here at Great Millstone, it's all about the elect. It's all about Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and the elect. That's the only thing that matters. And we're not going to feed you what you want to hear. We're going to give you the truth. Give you the truth. Read the book of Isaiah 30 and 8. It reads, "Now go write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit." Prophesy deceit. That's what you've been having in the churches all this time. They've been prophesying deceit and lies. And now that the Lord done set up the true prophets on the highways and byways, these men in the churches, they trying to step their game up. Now they want to talk about end time revelation. Now they want to talk about the coming of the Lord, getting your house in order. But guess what? They ain't talking about the return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. They speaking about Jesus coming back, right? He has no color. He's all color. He's here for all mankind. They give you that false doctrine, right? Because they're not the seers. They're not the true seers. They're not the true prophets that the Lord set up on the earth. They're the men that's here to set up and give you what lies and deceit, right? Because the man was somebody, the Lord has a time period from when he gives out the judgment to when the judgment is executed. And guess what? The prophets been out here for all the time. Pretty soon the prophets are going to leave, and that means it's going to be time for the execution of the judgments, right? When you read about the different things that happen, right? The different prophets prophesied about some, and guess what? It came to pass. The different kingdoms that collapsed, right? When the prophets prophesied about it. right? So what we've been preaching about the downfall of Esau's kingdom, America, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, right? And what's part of it, man? These false Christians, these false churches, these false preachers. All this is going to be a thing of the past too, right? Read it says, let me go to 2nd Ezra 9:9. It reads, then shall they be in the pitiful case. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? A lot of these so-called people in these churches, right? These pastors, they've been receiving the benefits. They don't know the Lord, right? Because if you were speaking about the Lord, you wouldn't be a rich preacher. You wouldn't have such a big, huge congregation of followers in a building when the Lord tell you to be out in the highways and the hedges, right? You got the 501c3 suits and the 501c3 paperwork with the churches, and that means you can't preach the truth. You can't preach the whole truth. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and that goes to also your members of your congregation. It's a lot of you people in them churches, y'all doing good. Y'all don't need God. Y'all doing good with Jesus. Yeah, Jesus done gave you some Federal Reserve notes. A good job. A loving wife and kids, right? And Jesus done turned your son into a sodomite, right? Your wife into a whore, right? Your daughter into a lesbian. That's what's happening right now underneath this vibration of Jesus, right? Because the Lord's not dealing with this system of worshiping, right? For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, right? Liberty is now. As long as the prophets are out here preaching, and it's not a famine of the word, and you're not going to and fro looking, seeking for this word, that means the liberty is open. And when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, they understood not, but despised it. Yeah, the preacher, he's one of them clowns, right? They despised the Hebrew Israelites, the prophets, the true men of the Lord, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and down, and the men preaching his gospel. They despise us. That's why the Christians are telling their congregation members not to talk to us, avoid us, don't speak to us. Yeah, like we're the devil or something, right? Y'all the motherfucking devil. Y'all the Antichrist, right? Y'all the anti-Mashiach. And it says, they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. Yeah, the Lord about to execute judgment. Yeah, the Lord about to execute full out judgment on you wicked jakes. Because that's who the Lord is calling out to. The Lord ain't calling out to the heathens and their family members. Man, the Lord's calling to you Israelites. You Israelites, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That rebellious seed that we were speaking about in Isaiah 30. Let's go back, Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, right? Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit, get you out of the way, turn you aside of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. That's what they trust in, the oppressing hand of Esau, Edom. Right? They trust in their 9-to-5 affliction, right? In their democracy, right? In their so-called independentism in this society, right? You've been their liberty to do what wickedness. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. That's what's about to happen. Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, right? They ain't gonna know where the fuck it came from, right? The Lord's gonna catch you fucking slipping, right? Amos 9 verse 10, and it reads, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. What's about to happen? All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, right? They not, man. They don't want to hear about the future prophecies. They don't want to hear about the tribulation times. A lot of them, they're scared. They're scared because they know these things is going to cause them to lose the things that they have, right? Whether it be wealth, whether it be a loved one, right? They're scared, and they should be, goddamn. Well, they ain't playing no fucking games with you retarded ass people, right? Because the Lord's trying to establish something that's worth something. This place ain't worth a goddamn thing. All you got is weirdos and devil worshippers, right? Weirdos and devil worshippers and bloody men, right? I'm going to read Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And pretty soon you're going to see the judgment of the Lord.